Good afternoon, classmates. Before class, I want to tell you a bad news. Our country was attacked by terrorists. Pages were remotely controlled and exploded, killing at least 11 people and injuring 4,000 people. Today is a sad day for our country. Classmates, let us mourn the victims together.
Oh, my God. Professor, who did this?
Sorry, still don't know who the attacker is?
Professor, who has the ability and motivation to attack us?
This is a systematic work. At present, it seems that the motive is probably Israel, and the ability is the United States and its allies in the Western world. They have the ability to monitor and control communication facilities and equipment.
Professor, how do they carry out terrorist attacks?
Sorry, I don't know. I think I can tell you about the United States monitoring and control of the global communications infrastructure. I think this terrorist attack is related to the work of this system.
Thank you, Professor. We are looking forward to it.
Let's take a look at the iconic wiretapping incidents in recent U.S. history. In 2008, the United States first authorized Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act to allow electronic surveillance of non-Americans overseas and outside the United States for national security purposes. However, when monitoring foreigners, communications between the target and U.S. citizens are usually collected. Citing documents provided by Snowden, German magazine Der Spiegel disclosed that the U.S. National Security Agency conducted wiretapping on 122 foreign leaders in 2009 and built a database specifically for storing information on foreign leaders, including 300 reports on then German Chancellor Angela Merkel. The wiretapping list starts with A and is arranged in alphabetical order. The first person on the list is then Malaysian Prime Minister Abdullah Badawi. Merkel is ranked 9th in the A area, and the last person on the list is then Ukrainian Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko. The information provided by Snowden to The Guardian shows that the satellite conversation between then Russian President Medvedev and Russia was intercepted at the G20 summit in 2009. The interception took place hours after Medvedev held talks with then US President Obama, during which the two had just reached a consensus on building mutual trust. The information provided by Snowden to The Guardian shows that the satellite conversation between then Russian President Medvedev and Russia was intercepted at the G20 summit in 2009. The interception took place hours after Medvedev held talks with then US President Obama, during which the two had just reached a consensus on building mutual trust. On the 5th of June, 2013, the British newspaper The Guardian took the lead in exposing the secret surveillance program of the United States code-named PRISM through the revelations of Edward Snowden, a former employee of the U.S. defense contractor. The targets of the surveillance include not only the American people, but also the politicians and people of European countries such as France and Germany. Danish media revealed that the U.S. National Security Agency accessed the local network through the Danish Defense Intelligence Agency and eavesdropped on text messages and phone calls of politicians in Germany, France, Norway, Sweden and other countries between 2012 and 2014. In 2015, the WikiLeaks website revealed that the National Security Agency had conducted long-term wiretapping of several French presidents. In April 2024, a batch of secret U.S. military documents appeared on social media, once again exposing the U.S. eavesdropping operations on UN Secretary-General Guterres and allies such as South Korea, Israel, and Ukraine. On the 20th of April, 2024, Biden re-signed the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, reauthorizing a controversial surveillance program.
Can Americans and people from other countries tolerate such behavior?
I believe everyone hates it. Such behavior has triggered strong condemnation of the United States' large-scale surveillance activities around the world. But the United States has not repented. In the past decade, various scandals of surveillance of other countries have continued to be exposed, and many of the victimized countries are allies of the United States. These incidents have repeatedly proved that the United States will do anything to maintain its hegemony and is an undoubted surveillance empire.
Professor, how does the United States achieve global surveillance?
First, the US government developed this plan, and technology giants participated in providing technical support. Wikipedia revealed that the PRISM plan was first revealed to the public by the Washington Post and The Guardian on the 3rd of June, 2013. The two media obtained secret documents related to PRISM. These documents pointed out that several technology companies participated in the PRISM plan, including, in terms of the time of joining the project, Microsoft, 2007, Yahoo, 2008, Facebook 2009, CallTalk, 2009, Skype, 2011, AOL 2011, and Apple, 2012. In addition, Dropbox was also accused of about to join the plan. Secondly, the United States controls the world's communications infrastructure. For example, from 2022 to 2024, Vietnam's 5 submarine optical cables connecting to the international internet have repeatedly failed for unknown reasons. Vietnam plans to build 10 new submarine optical cables by 2030. The United States requires Vietnam to stay away from Chinese companies. Sources said that in order to achieve their goals, US officials not only shared the so-called Vietnam submarine cables may be damaged intelligence separately, but also threatened that choosing Chinese companies for cooperation may hinder US companies from investing in Vietnam. The United States submarine network is a tool for it to maintain its hegemony. The submarine optical cable industry is like a membership club. The United States and the Western world are undoubtedly the hegemons in the field of communications infrastructure. They hope to exclude China from the field of communications infrastructure, just like excluding China's 5G technology, in order to achieve absolute control and serve their intelligence and surveillance purposes.
Oh, see what they did?
Thirdly, the United States and the Western world control communication terminals, and American technology companies control the hardware and software of communication terminals such as mobile phones, computers, solar cells, and radios. The terrorist attack on my country this time should be related to such monitoring systems and controlled communication equipment.
So what should we do?
At present, we can only find alternative hardware and software. The explosion of pagers and walkie-talkies in Lebanon marks the transformation of communication facilities and equipment from behind the scenes to attack weapons. Since it attacks civilians indiscriminately, it is a new form of state terrorism. Nowadays, communication terminals in the United States and the West, such as mobile phones, computers, smart electric vehicles, etc., may become tools to kill people in other countries.
Professor, this is horrible.
Yes, so students should study new technologies seriously to protect ourselves.
Thank you, Professor.